What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Thanks for pressing play. Today we are going to focus on the C8 Corvette Z06 build that I have coming very soon. And we're going to talk a little bit about the details of said car outside of just the build. So let's jump right into it. All right, guys. So like I said, we are going to be focusing on the build of the car today because I have told all of you that I do have this car coming. For those of you who don't watch the Monday Night Live videos, yes, I do have a C8 Corvette Z06 coming. Its target production week is 6/19. So as you can tell by now, that date is already passed. So I actually have a little bit more information from Shane at the museum. He let me know that the car is actually going to be built on Friday. And that is, of course, the 23rd. So when they give you the target production week, it is literally just that. It is the week of the 19th that it could be built. In my situation, it is the 23rd. So guys, the car is coming very soon. A lot of you guys out there wanted to know exactly what kind of build I was going with. And that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to go over all of the options I got so you guys know exactly what's coming, and it's coming very soon. So let's start off with just the Chevrolet Corvette Z06 builder website here. You got the choice between coupe and convertible. You guys probably already know by now I went with the coupe. So we'll just go ahead and hit next. We got the options of 1, 2, and 3LZ. I'm a 3LZ kind of guy. That's what I went with. And of course, that's going to give us a better leather, a more customized interior, more stitching options, things of that nature. So then we'll just go ahead and hit next. And as you can see, we're already at $124,000. This car is not cheap. So just those two things alone, we're already at 124 grand. But the exterior color here, obviously, I went with black. And if we scroll down a little bit from there, we can see some other options. All the stripes and the graphics and everything. I didn't get any kind of graphics at all because I'm not really a stripes kind of guy. With black selected, we'll just go ahead and hit next and check out the wheels. Hey guys, I wanted to really quick mention ProClip as the sponsor of today's video. ProClip makes the mount that you're going to want for your car. It's an extremely easy to install system that does not require any kind of permanent modification, tape, or screws. It clips in and it can be removed as easily as it is installed. Like I said, it is a two-part system, meaning that it will have just the arm for the C8 Corvette that wraps around the back of the infotainment system, and then you will choose whichever mount best fits your phone to go on the front. The best part, you can actually save 10% just by using the code HPO10 and following the link in the description down below. Now here's where the first bit of kind of reluctance came in, because I really wanted to choose the carbon fiber wheels here, but there's a couple reasons I didn't. The biggest one being price. And there has been a lot of issues with them online where dealers and even custom shops out there don't really want to touch them. So I chose to not get the carbon fiber wheels and instead got just the black forged aluminum wheels. So these are the gloss black option. Of course, going to look really good on the black car, but scrolling down some more here, we do have our braking calipers section. And of course, I chose the bright red painted calipers to kind of match the calipers I have on my ZR1. $695 option. That used to be $595. So obviously everything has gone up in the world today, but even the paint on your calipers is worth $100 more than it used to be. Just for argument's sake, we're going to check the tire section here. Of course, that is what the car comes with unless you choose the Z07 package, which is the Sport 4S tires. So scrolling down some more, I didn't change the center caps or the wheel locks. I don't choose wheel locks typically. I'm not really a big fan of the way they look, and they don't really offer the security that you would think that they do. So we'll go ahead and hit next and go into the interior. I chose the jet black Napa leather seating surfaces with perforated inserts. So no Alcantara on anything that I'm going to touch. You guys know by now I'm not a big fan of Alcantara on the steering wheel or on the shift knob or anything that you're touching on a regular basis. On the A-pillars in the roof, I love it. But anything you touch, the Alcantara just doesn't hold up in my opinion. But anyway, we'll scroll down to the seat type. I did go with the competition sport bucket seat. So just like I had on my 2020 C8 Corvette, I really liked the competition seat, and this car is very likely to see some track time. I wanted to have the appropriate seat for that. Scrolling down a little bit more, seatbelt color. Of course, we went with the torch red seatbelt color to kind of throw some color onto the interior. Scrolling down some more, this is where you could actually choose to have the suede or Alcantara steering wheel. I did not choose that option. Like I said, I don't really like that on surfaces you touch. So we're going to go ahead and hit next here to packages. From here, I did choose the engine appearance package, which of course is going to give you that carbon fiber surround, as well as the LED lights to kind of light it up at night. Same kind of package I had on my 2020 C8 Corvette as well. Coming down here, I did want to choose Z07 Performance Package. Trust me, I wanted to, but it's on constraint and I was not able to get that option. But before you go crazy in the comment section, stay tuned. I do have something coming shortly after I get the car to make it look like a Z07 package. So the only thing that I can't do with the Z06 to make it more like the Z07 is add that 10% stiffer suspension. Outside of that, the car will look exactly like a Z07 package very shortly after I buy it. But from here, we're going to go ahead and hit next again for some more options. This is where we had quite a few of these babies come into play. So right now we're on the exterior options section. I did get the black genuine lug nuts from GM. I really like the quality of these things. I don't know if you guys have seen the previous video where I installed these for a customer down at the Miami location, but they are the exact same material that the Midgard lug nuts use, which I have had on my C7 Z06, on my C7 ZR1, and they've been on and off the car probably 100 times at this point, and they still look brand new. So the way that the paint is applied is electrostatically or electromagnetically, and it's not just the same as painting a lug nut. This is not something that's going to chip. It's going to look brand new for a long time to come. So I chose to go ahead and grab those because even though that is a kind of a high price, it's not that bad in comparison to what you'll pay after the fact. At the very bottom here, again, we do have the option for carbon flash painted ground effects or visible carbon fiber ground effects. Again, were not available. They were on constraint, so I can get no ground effects or Z07 package from GM, unfortunately. But like I said, stay tuned. You're going to see why I didn't in a little bit after I grabbed the car. So scrolling down some more mechanical options, I did choose the battery protection package, which of course is just your battery tender. I also got the black exhaust tips. I also got the front end lift. And of course, I checked the box for the performance Brembo carbon ceramic anti-lock brakes. I'm a big fan of the carbon ceramics after having them on my C7 Z06, my C7 ZR1. I really love the idea of the braking ability as well as no brake dust. So black wheels plus brake dust, no bueno. I like the idea of the carbon ceramics for that reason alone. But we'll scroll back up to the top here now and then select interior options because there are a couple in here that I chose as well. Scrolling down a little bit, the big one is going to be the Adrenaline Red custom leather stitching. So the interior is going to be all black with red stitching, red center line, red seat belts. I felt that that was a really good combination of bringing red into the color of the car, but at the same time not going too crazy and adding too much red. So I felt that was a good blend of both, basically. Scrolling down a little bit more, I did also do the carbon fiber interior package level 2. So that is going to cover a lot of the dash, a lot of the door, the center console with a lot of carbon fiber, of course, because when the day's over, I want this thing to have a lot of carbon fiber on it, and it will as time goes on. Again, stay tuned for that. And that is pretty much it. There's only one option that I chose for this car that is still not available on the website builder, and that is the red intake manifold. So that is an option you can select with your dealership when you go to place the order for this car, but for some reason, it is still not on the builder that I can find. So basically, the car already comes with kind of edge red painted valve covers. This is also going to give it an edge red painted intake manifold, which only a few Z06s I've seen so far have it. Again, the color combination here is kind of black and red themed, so I thought it would be very fitting with that, and of course the engine appearance package, so that thing lights up at night. But again, I'll probably do the mod where I did on my 2020 C8 as well, where I'm allowed to basically turn that light on in the back all the time. This is it, guys. So this is the summary. This is what the car is going to look like when I pick it up. And to me, I really love the Z06 look, but at the same time, looking at this, it needs that Z07 ground effect package, if you ask me. And like I said, I am working on something to get that done very shortly after I get the car, so stay tuned for that, especially if you do have one of these cars and you're looking for something like that for your own car. Definitely stay tuned. Like I said, it's not going to disappoint. But like I said, guys, I wanted to put this video together really quickly for you because I've gotten a lot of questions about exactly what build I'm going with, and here it is. So my total was right around 145 after the engine package and all of that stuff. So this total is pretty close. Plus, of course, tax. This car is not cheap. So at the end of the day, it is pretty expensive, but I think it's going to be worth it. This thing is an absolute monster. If you guys are following the channel at all, you're already going to know I've driven a couple of these things. I had a week with one down in Miami, Florida recently, and they do not disappoint. And this one here, I feel, is going to be a really good blend of Z06 and Z07 at the end of the day because of the carbon ceramics and the fact that I'll be adding that Z07 kit shortly after I pick up the car. But let me know what your thoughts are down below, guys. I've been on the list for one of these things for a long time, guys. For those of you who don't watch the channel on a regular basis, I've actually been on a list for this since 2019. Yeah, I didn't have any money down or anything, but my name was on a list at a dealership, and I just got the call maybe a month ago. So this is what to expect very soon on the Horsepower Obsessed channel, guys. Stay tuned for all of the mods to come because they're already piling up. I have boxes in my basement already ready to go for this thing. Stay tuned for that. If you guys liked what you saw, please smash the thumbs up button. Let me know down below if you're excited for this car on the channel, what you would like to see out of this car on the channel. And of course, guys, I will catch you in the next upload.